Lance Bottoms.
Lance Bottoms. I want to start by thanking the Democratic Caucus of the Alabama House for countless hours, late nights, and meetings that you all have invested in to make this annual conference a reality. And to those of you who I have not yet had the pleasure of meeting, I do look forward to connecting and seeing you hopefully very, very soon. I know that you all are working to build a stronger party, and I know that together we can make it happen. Thank you to House Minority Leader Anthony Daniels for inviting me to speak with you about how our party can develop innovative, sustainable practices that support Alabama Democrats. Democratic success in my home state of Georgia has helped turn a new page in politics all across the South. And if Democrats continue to build on the infrastructure and investments that helped us win big in Georgia, I know that there is a brighter future ahead for all of us. For decades, the power of our party has come from a diverse and passionate coalition. People from different backgrounds and experiences have come together because they recognize the difference between words and action. They recognize the importance of leadership that is rooted in service. They recognize that Democrats have delivered for the people of this country. And it makes me so proud of the difference we've been able to make. This is how we are able to bring so many people together because we are a party that truly cares for everyone, no matter your background. Our democratic values are our American values. It's just that simple. We don't focus on what divides us. We look for qualities that make us stronger together. Our coalition will continue to grow if we continue to recruit. Our future leaders are out there. We just have to connect with them. People like my son, who's now 19, who worked on his first campaign and voted for the first time in the last presidential election. We have to go into communities who haven't historically felt connected and build pipelines of talent. It's not enough that we just inspire people. We have to support their growth and teach them to organize and advocate on behalf of their communities. We have to continue to empathize and understand that for this to work, it truly has to be a partnership. Our job is to listen, learn, invest, and reflect. This is not a top-down organization. We don't force our party to take purity tests. The coalition is strong because it's built by grassroots leaders who work within the party structure. And it is this level of collaboration that can push us forward, building outreach capacity and voter enthusiasm across the South. We must continue the work that has already begun, and we have to make sure that we do it in a way that continues to excite people in our communities, makes them want to be a part of the process. We must continue to be leaders who tap into that special blend of confidence and optimism that has enabled generations before us to meet our toughest challenges. Generations like that of John Lewis, a native son of Alabama and my congressman. We must be up to the task of revitalizing our economy, defending the working people of our states, and meeting the global and national challenges of our time. These are the changes that empower our local communities to thrive. We should be proud of all that we have accomplished. That's true, but we also have to work harder to expand it and to protect it. As Congressman Lewis reminded us, our right to vote is a sacred right, and it can't be taken away from us if we don't protect it. We must use our voices to develop new channels of access, accountability, and support for the citizens who have entrusted us to fight for them. The truth is that the concerns and needs of our communities are not static, but continuously changing. There will always be new challenges, disparities, and even new injustices that we as leaders must address. And periodic updates organized around elections won't help us meet these needs. We must be consistent and vocal members of the community who show our values proudly. We must actively engage so that our neighbors see that we are working for them all every single day of the year. Democrats don't stop working after Election Day. Our solutions must speak directly to everyday Americans, to the parents working to put food on the table, the healthcare workers who fought COVID-19 on the front lines, the dreamers and their families, and to the countless communities of color pushing for racial justice. One of my favorite Bible verses is Proverbs 19:21. Many are the plans of a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Our strategies and approaches must be diverse and many, but our central purpose of helping our communities must remain unchanging. What I know to be true is that purpose has always been at the forefront of my leadership, and it will continue to inspire and guide me to be the public servant that God has created me to be. This conference has brought together so many public servants, sharing their stories and experiences so that we can lean on one another for wisdom and strength. The many amazing programs and strategies that have been featured can be taken from one place to another, providing even more communities with the resources they need to thrive. In Alabama and Georgia alike, we commit to this important work while standing on the shoulders of giants, people who battle on behalf not just because of Black Americans, but on behalf of all Americans. They battled for the soul of our nation. Leaders like Annie Cooper and Marie Foster and Jimmy Lee Jackson and Maurice Outlet, Reverend C.T. Vivian, Dr. Joseph Lowry, and I mentioned my congressman and my friend John Lewis, who said we can't imagine something different, that we know that there's something out there for us too. I believe that inspiration should remain a focal point throughout this conference. Our innovation comes with a legacy of change and progress. So just as they were able to help us build a better Alabama, so can we. No matter what scale the challenges may appear to be on, and no matter how long the fight must take, our work can have great influence over what happens next in Alabama. For many in our party, this has already been a key moment for our nation. Last cycle, we succeeded in regaining control of the White House and the Senate and keeping our majority in the House. And because of that, we are able to pass historic legislation that's helping us recover from this pandemic. President Biden and Vice President Harris have spent the first months of their term working tirelessly to build back better and to get the country back on track. It is my sincere belief that with the right organizing, networking, and management, this same success can be reflected in state and local governments as well. This is why it is so important that we remain just as fired up and engaged now as we were during the last election cycle. I'm excited to share and learn from you all and build a Democratic Party that is as effective as it is resilient. I'm so proud to be along this journey and in this.